Yeah. Okay, so over the weekend, over Tuesday, so on Tuesday, I went to Internet Week in New York, and someone there by the name Grace Helbig, you may or may not know her, she was there, and I was there, and she was tall, and I wasn't as tall, and I met her, and we took pictures. This is what happened on that day. So we got there, and we got our passes. Internet Week, New York, Metropolitan Pavilion, May 19th to the 25th. And we were like, ooh, where is Grace? Where do we want to meet her? And then we were like, her panel's at 12:30. And it was like 11 o'clock, so we had like an hour and a half to wait. So when you have an hour and a half to wait at an internet place, what do? Eat a lot of food. Yes, that makes so much sense. So we went and ate food, and the food was absolutely repulsive, and I would never suggest eating at Internet Week, New York. So after we were done eating, we decided to find where Grace Helbig is, and we had these handy little Internet Week New York magazine thingies that they gave to everybody. And there's a map somewhere in here. We were like around here, and Grace was like right there. So we had to walk from there to there. And then all of a sudden, Grace just walks by us. She just walks by like it's no big deal. Like she's not some like amazing goddess that just shouldn't be with us peasants. And then Grace goes onto the stage, and then we're like sitting in the back. Well, not really, we got good seats. We're like third row. Sitting in the third row, we're like, oh, it's Grace, oh my gosh. And we're like flipping out. And then we're like, we are in Grace's presence, we were in her grace. When they started giving the audience to ask questions, we met these girls. One of them's name was Cassidy. If your name is Cassidy and you're watching this video and you recognize me, then hi. And we were like, we have to ask Grace a question. What the heck are we gonna ask her? And so she goes, oh, I'm gonna ask Grace for a hug. And then my friend Leia goes, why don't we just ask her for a group hug? And we're all just like, yes, we're going to ask Grace for a group hug. When the mic gets passed to us, we like freeze a little bit because she passes it to me, and I don't know what to do in these situations because I'm not an adult and I don't know how to do things. So yes, that's what happened. The mic got passed to me. And I just kind of stood there for a second. I nudged over to Cassidy, and we were like, can we get a group hug? And we said it together. And then Grace doesn't really know what to say. And she was like, yeah, but my pits are sweaty. And we were like, all right, yeah, fair enough. We're gonna hug you anyway because we love you. And so after the panel, apparently, all these other people who did not ask for a group hug just started giving her group hugs. We were like, you know, fine. We'll just wait our turn. We'll be nice people. We won't be and we'll just wait back here. And then all of a sudden, these people come and like ask for our picture. So I'm standing here, my friend Sarah's right next to me, and Grace just goes right in the middle of us and goes like this, like around us. And we're in the middle, we are sharing either side of Grace by now. And we stand there for like 3 minutes just getting our pictures taken from various photographers. And I made a joke that Grace laughed at. That is a life accomplishment. Making Grace Helbig laugh is not, that is, I almost cried, okay? I said, so this is what it's like to be Grace Helbig. And she goes, see, I'm Grace, I'm tall. No, not really. And then she laughed in her freaking Grace laugh, and it was just beautiful. But then we turn around, and guess who's freaking there? Chester C. He just shows up unannounced. So we go over to Chester, we're like, oh my gosh, Chester, let's take pictures. And he proceeds to take my phone and take various selfies of us until we start dying from laughter. And then we remembered that there was a Sharpie in our bag, so we pulled out the Sharpie, and we're like, Chester, sign your thing. So he goes, all right, I'll sign your thing. So he signs our thing, and he has the most beautiful freaking signature ever. And then so we go back to Grace because the crowd has dwindled by now. There's like maybe 10 people there. And we're like, Grace, can you sign our thing? And she just goes, yeah, I'll sign your thing. And she signs our thing and her signature. Let me just tell you a thing. Let me explain you a thing. Grace, when you make your signature like this, just, why are you so perfect? How how do you do this thing that is called perfection? I want to know, and I want to learn from you, and I just want to be you. So yeah, got her thing signed, and then she left, and I met Grace Helbig at Internet Week New York.